Woo. Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So, this is weird. This is a little different for me. It's a little weird for me. Obviously, as you can tell from the title, I'm doing a little life update. Usually people do these while they're like doing a get ready with me or like, you know, eating or something, but I just wanted to make sure I was not distracted and that I just gave you guys my full attention. And as you can see, I have like a different setup because, you know, when I talk to you guys on my bed, like this is where it go down. This is like my safe space. This is where I cry at night. This is where I read my Bible in the morning. And this is where I'm talking to you guys today because, yeah, I don't know where this video is gonna go. I have an idea of what I want to talk about, but I don't even know if I'm gonna like cry or not because I just don't know. Basically, this, I don't know. I haven't done. Why am I struggling? I haven't even like talked about anything yet. I feel like I haven't really updated you guys on what's been going on in my life lately. The past 6 months have just been like, I don't even know. I don't have a word to explain the past 6 months. I'm gonna cry. I know it. Yep. You know what, I'm gonna get some tissues because clearly I am 6 months old and I cry all the time still. 1 second. I gotta roll the toilet paper. So anyways, where do I want to start? I have the perfect words. I should have wrote notes for this, but I just wanted to come to you guys like really raw and uncut and unpracticed, unrehearsed and stuff. So if you guys saw my last suggestions video, some of you may have seen a tiny little almost breakdown. I choked up a little bit and then I kind of just like went to the next clip. She's saying, how do you get rid of someone who you know is toxic? You have love for them, but it's hard to push them away because they make you happy, but at the same time but I just wasn't ready to express or say anything about any of it, really. Girl. Anyways, I had a few comments. It wasn't a lot of people, but I was going to do a live update anyways, but I had a few people like say, you know, like, why'd you cut out the part of you crying? Like, we want to see you being vulnerable, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know it meant so much to you guys to see me cry. But I just wasn't ready to talk about anything yet or whatever. I don't think it's very hard for me to be... How am I going to record this video? I don't know how I'm going to do this. I just feel like people are just so used to me always joking around and laughing and smiling and being funny and being the life of the party. It's just like I feel like there's no space or time for me to be the one crying. Like, you just gotta like pick up, dust yourself off and move on. Like, the past 2 years have just been like so rough. I don't want to say so rough. Basically, I can't believe I'm about to cry on camera. Like, but it's like, okay, my life is not bad. Let me just put that out there. The only part of my life that is struggling, and I promise I don't want to keep bringing this up or keep talking about it because there's so many other things in life to enjoy than just a relationship, but it seems like that's the only part of my life that's bringing me like pain or problems. So let me just, because I'm not trying to have a whole breakdown. I'm really not. And I think the reason why I'm still like crying about these things or whatever is because I haven't really spoken to anyone and just let it all out because I just don't do that. I don't know. I don't want to put too much of anyone's business out because I know a lot of people who know the people I'm talking about watch these videos. Even the person that I'm about to talk about is most likely going to watch this video. So I just want to talk more about myself, not so much about the person, but some things might just they go together, so whatever. Let me just get to it. So the past 6 months, first of all, you guys have seen the past 6 months I have not been consistent on YouTube at all. There'd be sometimes I go a week or two without posting a video, and it's just like, just why not? Like, I don't have a second job. This is my only job, so it's like, how busy are you really that you can't post one video a week? What are you doing? But I'm probably going to be all over the place in this video, and 6 or 7 months ago, I met this guy. Actually, I knew him a long time ago, but we never really talked. I was just like, oh, he's cute, and I guess he thought I was cute, but he always had a girlfriend, blah blah. Nothing ever came from anything until like 7 months ago. And you know, it's gonna be a life lesson also, because our very first conversation, I knew it. But I was just like, you know, it's whatever. No big deal. We're just gonna be friends because of XYZ. That is another thing. Ladies, we could avoid so much issues if we would just listen to, if you want to call it your discernment, if you want to call it Holy Spirit, if you want to call it the female intuition or your gut feeling, whatever. We all have it. So we need to listen to these things from the beginning and stop ignoring things just to be with someone, or just because we're bored, just because we're lonely. It's there for a reason. I could have avoided having this very conversation with you guys, right? Nah, I knew it. But we carry on past 6 months. Whatever.
Where am I going with this?
What am I? Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So yeah, like the first 3 to 4 months, it really was just like us hanging out, still going on dates. I'm meeting his mom, he's meeting my brothers, my family, my dad, my mom. It's just like, what are we doing here? So like the past couple of months, like the last 2 months of our relationship, it starts getting serious. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like we start talking about marriage. We start talking about moving far away, might I add. Like I was literally about to drop my career, my family, my friends, and everything to be with somebody. First of all, I wasn't even his girlfriend yet. We were just talking about getting married. Like when I say we talked about getting married, like I was looking at wedding dresses. He was showing me like what he would want to wear to the wedding. We were looking at venues. Like what girl, like what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Anyway, long story short, let me tell you, the whole like first 4 months of it, I was very hesitant. I was like, no, we're just gonna be friends. Like I don't feel good about this. I don't feel confident about this. I don't have any peace or discernment about this. I would always tell him that, and he would just, you know, he was very patient with me. But the moment I let my guard down and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop being negative thinking. I'm gonna stop putting all these doubts in my head. Like, let's, you know, go forth with this. And that's when I like let him meet my parents and blah blah, and like started letting him meet my family. And I don't know why this always happens, especially with me. Like as soon as I let my guard down with a guy, they switch up. You know, it's like, oh wait, hold on. It was fun chasing her. Now she wants to get on board, and it's like, wow, I can't handle all this. So basically, not long after I decided like, okay, let's do this for real, that's when the other person involved in this conversation was just like,
yeah, I can't do this. I'm moving too fast. Like, you know, I need to focus on XYZ, like blah blah blah.
So definitely hurt me a lot. It hurt me a lot. But I do think, and I'm not saying this like salty, like, oh, he did me a favor, but like he did do me a favor, because at the end of the day, even after I told him, okay, let's do this for real, I knew that this shouldn't be. I know that God gives us like a free will and the freedom of choice. Like we can do what we want to do. And it could still turn out okay if I work hard enough. It'll be fine. Did I think that this was God's best for me, or exactly what he wanted for me? Or I didn't, you know, there was a lot of things that I would ignore, and I just knew deep down that it wasn't the perfect fit. It's like I was trying to take a puzzle piece that would kind of fit, but it's not the right one, and just like smush it in there. I'm like, you know what, look, I am this amount of age, you're a good guy, you believe the same beliefs that I believe, cute, I like your family, my family likes you, like let's not make this an issue, let's just do it. But deep down I knew. And sometimes I wonder how many women know that this is not it, yet they still walk down the aisle and they get married. Like, I don't want that to be me. He absolutely did me a favor, because I was having a hard time really coming to that actualization or realization, like, Jess, you gotta let this go, this isn't it. So like I prayed about it. I was like, you know what, Jesus, if this really isn't it, you gotta do the work for me, because I can't do it. And then literally like 3 days after I said that prayer, or like a week or something, he cut it off with me. And even though I knew it wasn't supposed to be, or even though I asked for it to happen, it still hurt. Like, excuse me, I spent like 6 months, is not that long of a time, but during that 6 months, this man became my best friend. We talk all the time on the phone, we're hanging out with each other all the time. When I'm hungry, I'm like, hey, yo, let's go eat. I bring him food at work. Like, he, you know, like, it just became just like an everyday routine or whatever. I'm really proud of myself that I'm not crying right now. But also during that time, I was losing myself. I was absolutely losing myself. And I really feel like this is the reason, wow, as soon as I said I'm not crying, I'm starting to choke up. I really feel like this is the reason why I'm not ready for a relationship, or why God has not given me like, oh, this position is getting so uncomfortable. I want to sit up, but if I do, y'all not gonna see me no more. I could move the camera, but it's just too much work. So anyways, this looks so like, call 866 for a good time. I really feel like this is the reason why God has not blessed me with not a man, a good man, because I do have choices. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, nobody wants me, I'm ugly. Like, no, I have choices. I have a few. I have okay. You know what I'm saying? I got a good amount. None of them are for me. So anyways, I feel like God has not given me the one, or has not revealed them to me, or like whatever, because I'm just not ready. Like the past 6 months, I completely lost myself. I was not, like, I was making him my priority. We weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend. We weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we weren't anything. We were just friends who kissed. No, that's horrible. That's horrible advice. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Don't do it, okay? Oh my gosh. Like, I am just keeping it real with you guys. Like, I can give some good advice, but there's a lot of time where I don't always take it. That is changing. Like, I'm on my A game now. But anyways, and I just know, I know this about myself. Whenever I get involved with someone, I put them first and put myself second, which it's not the worst thing in the world, but I just wasn't doing it in the right way. I wasn't doing it in the healthy way. My academics was suffering. My YouTube channel was suffering. I as a person was suffering. My relationship with God was suffering. I wasn't benefiting from it. We weren't doing anything good for each other. Like, both of us separately, we are amazing people. Yes, I think I'm an amazing person. He is an amazing person. But us together, we're not making each other more amazing, you know? We're supposed to be like a powerhouse together, not like when we get together, we get weaker. Like, no. That's just not how I imagine things to be going. Right now, I'm just so much better off by myself. I'm just so much better off by myself. Like, right now, I'm just like, I'm so much more focused when I have no one else to be worrying about. That's just as of right now. Like, at this point in my life, I cannot have any distractions. This is just not a good time. So moving on, I just kind of want to explain what I've been doing since we kind of had that conversation. You have to move on, and the way I've been moving on, like, it seems petty. I don't know if it seems petty, but for me, this is the best way that I can really move on. I had to hit the block button on a lot of things. At first, I started off with just social media, because I can't continue to see his Instagram stories or see his tweets, and I know if he's still watching mine, I'm gonna be looking like to see, did he watch my story today? Am I cute today? Is he missing me? Oh, I know he saw me in that last post. I know he missed me. Like, I don't want to have that on my brain. So if I block him, he can't see me, I can't see him, you know, like, none of that. I don't have to worry about all that. So at first, that's, you know, that was it. But I still had his number unblocked and hoping he would just call or text, which he did. Okay, come on now. It's me we're talking about here, of course. And I was waiting for it too, because when he did text me after he said I can't do it anymore, whatever, I was like, oh, thank God, because I've been wanting to talk to you. But like, that's not it. So I went away last weekend. I'm the type of person, I don't want to say I like to run away from my problems, but like, when something like this happens, I need to take like a break. Like, when I got my heart broken last year, you know who you are. Why I can get my heart broken? I went to LA to visit my brother. Got my heart broken again a week ago or two. I went to Atlanta. I was just like, you know, I gotta be out of here, you know what I'm saying? But I went to a church service. His main message was, make a decision. You either doing something or you're not doing something. Stop saying, oh, maybe I'll do it, but if I do it, this is what's gonna happen. Like, no, you either do it or you don't. After that night service, I gave my phone to my friend and I said, look, I need you to block his number and change his name in my phone also, so I can't find it. Deleted our message thread, went through the missed calls, my outgoing calls, my incoming calls, and deleted all of them so that there's literally no way I could find him. She deleted like the WhatsApp messages, like, he's gone. I couldn't reach out to him even if I wanted to. That was the next thing, because now I know for a fact I am not gonna waking up and like checking my phone like, oh, did he text me? Or like, does he miss me? Is he gonna text me today? Maybe he is, but I know I'm not gonna get it because I had to block him. And it's not because I hate him. I very much adore this man and I care about him a lot, but I know for me to move on, I cannot be thinking those type of things. Maybe he'll call today, or maybe he'll text today. Oh, let's see what he's doing on Instagram. That stuff, like, it has, sometimes it just has to be drastic. You just have to. Not every situation goes that way, but give yourself time to grieve. When you saw me crying in that video, I cried for like a week. I'm still crying sometimes. Yeah, so that is pretty much what my little mini breakdown was about. But things are looking up now. absolutely, I definitely, as soon as I graduate, I'm moving. I'm not gonna say it just in case I don't, but it will be out of state. I'm moving. I have fully decided there's nothing here for me. Definitely in Port St. Lucie. I just feel like I just feel like I need to move. The only way I won't move by the end of the year is if I am in a serious relationship. But even still after that, I might just be like, look, this is not gonna work. Are you coming or are you staying? Because I'm about to be out of here. If I get to graduate in December, January, I'm gone. I'm telling you, like, this is not a joke. And I also just really need to get out of my parents' house. You know, I love my family, but I have 4 babies in my house almost every day, and it's so hard to create and to study or edit and think when I have people screaming. It's in almost all of my videos. I have to edit a lot of it out. Talk about their relationships and whatever. We all, and it's just like I can't get peace and quiet. I'm going crazy. As far as school goes, I'm taking summer classes right now. I'm taking 3 classes. That's more than full-time. Like, full-time for summer is 2 classes. I'm taking 3. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to be on my grind and just flow up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no distraction. I am really trying to just not be in a relationship at all for the next 6 months. I want to move, and the only way I know for a fact that I won't drop everything and stay is if I'm not in a relationship. So if you're a guy and you're watching this, please leave me alone. Please, 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 please leave me alone. It's my time to just do me. Any other distraction, just go away. I don't want you. Every time that I've gotten my heart broken, I didn't ask for you to come. Stay away. Thank you from my management team. I'm doing me, okay? And I'm just doing me, okay? Okay. Do you hear me? Do I need to come closer? Can you hear me? Do I make myself clear? Do I make myself clear? Great. So that is pretty much my little life update. I really thought I was gonna cry. I know you guys wanted to see me cry. Sorry, I'm too strong. I'll probably cry right as soon as I close this camera. No, I'm doing so much better. For the most part. Why am I choking up now? But it will only get easier if you don't keep running back to the old thing. Like, you have to make a decision and just literally move forward. You can't take 5 steps forward and then take 4 steps back. Like, yeah, it's still 1 step forward, but you could be going so much more forward if you would just stop looking back. Don't turn into a pillar of salt. I will not. I'm not saying, like, if someone breaks up with you, like, you guys aren't supposed to be together, but if you know it's a God thing, stop running back to your old ways. Stop running back to things that were not beneficial for your life. Just because somebody's a good guy doesn't mean that. I can't believe why I keep choking up, bruh. Just because someone is a good person doesn't mean that they're your person, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to do it again, I would. I learned so much. Every time I go through something like this, I learn so much, and I keep growing as a person. I'd rather have not gone through this. I'd rather have learned it a different way, but that's just life, you know? You go through things, you learn from them, and you apply it to the next situation. Now, if I go through this again, I'm an idiot, and I'm stupid, and somebody slapped me upside the head. That'll be 3 times in a row, you know? Not again. Anyways, I think I've said enough. I could preach all day, but I'm like literally talking to myself. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.